Hello there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new card making video, which is part of the Lawn Fawn fans winter hop with me and several of my YouTube friends who love Lawn Fawn as well. We have a couple sponsors today with some giveaways. We have the Not Too Shabby shop, which is a small business who carries products of their own as well as favorites from around the paper crafting industry like Lawn Fawn. We also have the Hobby Hoppers, which is based in Australia. They ship to Australia, the United States, and New Zealand. To enter our giveaways, make sure you leave a comment in the description box below. Hop along and leave more comments as you go. So now let's jump into my seriously cute card using this brand new stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I love tiny stamp sets, and it has a coordinating die. I'm also using this heart stencil set, lots of hearts, and this is inspired by Lucky Charms lip balm. I love making creations with paper and lip balm, so much so I bought this stuff from My Favorite Things a long time ago. They're little lip balm holders, and there are dies to make a frame and a window for it, and a rip strip, and even a coordinating stamp set. So we're going to start by making our background today because this is going to need time to dry. I'm using the Pearl Paste by Lawn Fawn, and this stencil set has two pieces, so you can layer them. You can do different colors if you like. I really love that about this stencil set, but I'm going to use the Pearl Paste for both layers, which means I'm going to need to let it dry and come back and do the second layer. So there's layer number one. While that's drying, I'm going to get the little chapstick lip balm pouch ready. So here's that lip balm holder. It's called a shaker pouch. I will link them below if they are still available at My Favorite Things. I have had them for a couple of years, and I have different ways that you can add this to your card. I have 3 other videos using these products linked for you below, so you can check that out. I'm going to use the Rip Strip die, the smallest of the two, on the back of this card where the lip balm will be placed. And there you can see that is not going to cut anything away, but cut into the cardstock. The recipient can then rip it open and pop out the lip balm. I have put some 1/8 of an inch double stick tape on the back of this lip balm holder. I'm also going to use some liquid glue so I can wiggle it around. Then I'll pop in my lip balm, making sure the part I want to be seen is showing. And right about now, as I'm sticking this down, I realize I can't have glue on the ends of this holder, or the rip strip is going to stick to it and it won't open. So I really carefully and quickly removed those end pieces of adhesive, wiped it away, peeled off the double stick tape, and then pressed down my lip balm. And then the rip strip can still be ripped, but we want to clean this up and make it a little more finished. So I'm going to use the frame from this die set by My Favorite Things that goes with these lip balm holders. I cut that from some bright yellow cardstock, and I'll just glue it down, and it's only going to touch the frame itself, so I didn't have to worry about not putting adhesive on the end panels that time. So that's dry and ready to go. I think it looks so cute and it's so much fun to add to a card. So now I'm going to stamp the bowl of cereal from the Seriously, it's hard to say, stamp set. When this set came out, I was like, oh yeah, I have to have it, because I have actually made a lot of paper crafting projects with cereal and chapstick before. I don't know what happened when I saw cereal chapstick come out. I was giddy about it. Like, I just had visions of making cereal cards with cereal chapstick. I don't know. It's a very odd combination, but I have made a few. So the videos I have linked for you below show other chapsticks as well in these holders, like Coca-Cola and what was the other one I have? M&M's, so candy, and then one with cereal. And then I even did other projects back when I used to do Facebook Live videos with the cereal and chapstick combination. So yeah, I was excited about this because it had been a few years since I did a cereal card before. So yeah, I am excited about it, and I think it's lots of fun and playful. I think it's a great Valentine's project that is very punny, and it comes with a little something in it that's not candy. So hey, you could also give it with a box of Lucky Charms cereal, right? Yeah, it'd be really fun. All right, so there we are with the colored bowls. You can see all the markers that I used to color these. It's very simple coloring. And then I used white gel pen to add some highlights. Then it's time to bring in the coordinating die and die cut out my little bowls of cereal. They're so cute. So there they are, die cut, ready to go for my card. And now that the paste is dry, it's time to do the second layer. So I just made sure I wasn't overlapping any part that I already pasted. But here's a tip, a warning, a public service announcement. The paste that's already dried on the paper means that the stencil isn't actually going to be flush with the paper when you do the second stenciling. So it's easy to get paste where you don't want it. Kind of get like a shadow effect, a little bit messy look, which happened to me. Now, Carrie from the olden days would have to redo that, but I decided it's okay. It's okay if it's not 100% perfect. I'm going to go with it. And now I am stamping out the sentiment. I think you're awesome. No, seriously. And I'm embossing that with white powder on this kind of bluish teal or turquoise paper, and I'll melt that down with my heat tool so I have this nice raised up white sentiment on this blue paper. I just love embossing. So cool. All right, I have added a little bit of double-sided and temporary adhesive onto the back of this paper so I can stick it down to the mat of my quick trimmer. The quick trimmer has this acrylic plate that goes on top that has grooves in it, so you can slide down your blade that comes with it. There's one for paper and one for foil, so if you're into hot foiling, this is the perfect thing. And now I have a nice strip ready to go. Of course, you could use your dies to do that or paper trimmer as well, but I'm in love with that quick trimmer. Okay, now I am bringing out the Sending Smooches stamp set from My Favorite Things and stamping You're the Balm. It's so punny, right? All right, so here you can see those messy parts, and I tried to kind of scrape it off with my nail. It didn't work. So, like I said, I am letting go of perfection and using it because I had a lot of fun at making it, and that's the important part. I am actually using two different adhesives here. You can see the double stick tape as well as liquid glue because this panel is warped from that paste making it wet. So I want to make sure it's not going to come up. I am obsessed with good adhesion. I put some heavy blocks on that, let it sit for 5 minutes or so while I did something else, and now I can bring in my sentiment, which I'm also putting two different kinds of adhesive on because it's going over a very textured surface. The surface of this panel has that paste on it. So again, we need really good adhesion. So I stuck that down and then just cut off the ends that hang over, which I like to make my sentiments a little longer so I can get them kind of centered a little bit easier and then just cut off what I don't need. Okay, I added the cereal bowls to the card with some dimension in the form of foam squares and a little bit of liquid glue, and then I stacked them up all cute like that. I somehow didn't push record when I did that, but I did do it. So now I am coloring in a sixth bowl because we have a rainbow of cereal bowls. We have to have purple, and I stamped one of the cute little faces on the outside. This is the cereal bowl that's going to go on the inside of the card. I felt like all of the bowls on the outside having faces would be too busy. I'll stick him right underneath that punny little sentiment on the inside of the card to make it even more fun when you open it. I think this would make a great Valentine that you could hand deliver because it's so dimensionalized by that lip balm there, but it would make someone really happy. It would make me really happy. I would be so tickled with this card. So there it is, finished and ready to go, and now it's time for you to check out the link in the description box below so you can hop on to the next video. In this hop, it is my friend Peter, I believe, is up next. He has a super cute card to share with you, and you're going to want to check out all the other designers as well. Like I said, the people in this group are my friends that I hand selected for this hop, and so I know you're gonna love the cards they've created. And make sure you comment as you go so you can be entered into our drawing, which will be announced, the winners will be announced on January 30th here on my community page, as well as the other designers' YouTube pages as well. Thank you so much for stopping by, and happy stamping. Bye!